My piece of evidence is the fragments of Priscus's History of Byzantium. That is not the real title of it, because we really do only have fragments of it. We do not have the whole thing, so we're not sure what the title is. His History of Byzantium probably covered a period of time between the crowning of Attila the Hun and roughly about the end of Emperor Zeno's first reign as Byzantine emperor. That's a period of 433 till 475 CE. It was a very influential text within the Byzantine Empire, but it is almost entirely lost. It is really just fragments and in quotes or references within other texts that have used it as a source. I'm really not sure how much of each of it is, but you used what you got. It was used in texts by Emperor Constantine VII, who was a 10th century Byzantine emperor. It was also used in texts by Evagrius Scholasticus, Cassiodorus, Jordanes, and it was also used as a source for the 10th century Byzantine encyclopedia called the Suda. The bit of it that I'm concerned with is he has a portion where it talks about a trip he took in either 448 or 449 on a diplomatic mission to the court of Attila the Hun on behalf of Emperor Theodosius II. It records a description of he had a meal with Attila the Hun and the rest of his court. And then he wrote it down. That specific part of his text has survived, and so I intend to use that for my paper. It is difficult to know exactly when he wrote any of his text, but it covers the time up until about 472. That is about it for chronology on him and his life. We just don't know. He didn't write about anything after that, so he died after that, and that's about as much as we know about when it was written. The focus of my paper is a combination of the Huns as a Roman enemy and how that can tell us about Rome, as well as the focus on the Roman wars with the Huns, and again, how does the interactions between these two groups reveal things about the Roman army. The specific source I plan to use basically as a color text. Why should we care? Why are the Huns noteworthy? And were they the barbarians that they have a reputation for being? Huns tend to get grouped nowadays with Mongols and other groups the historical evil peoples. And do they deserve that? Were they civilized? Based on this text, they were absolutely civilized. And so I really want to use that to prove that this isn't just the Romans beating up on some rando group. This is a fight between two nations.